Hello, welcome. My name is Sean Snowday with Sean Snowday Presents, and today we're going to go over some nurture and converting campaigns. There are many types of nurture campaigns, okay, but there are only a few that will actually convert. Now, in the book The E-Myth by Michael Gerber, there are three distinct personalities: the manager, the technician, and the entrepreneur. These three personalities behave differently in the awareness of the individual business owner. And what I mean by that is when you're aware that you're the manager, when you're aware that you're the technician, when you're aware that you're in entrepreneur mode, then these awarenesses are going to behave differently. Once you read the book, you'll know what I mean. But it's a very effective and real way for individual business awarenesses to align with the personality. Okay, that may not make a lot of sense. Read the book, and you'll notice when you're in manager mode, when you're in technician mode, and when you're in entrepreneur mode. But there is another more menacing personality than a lot of the small business owners are really not either aware of, or they're in complete denial of how destructive this personality can be to their business. It is a personality that every entrepreneur has, and that is what I will call, for the sake of a better definition, the inner consumer. Now, these are the marketing falsities you say to yourself. Everybody does it, and everyone that has a marketing agency deals with this. Now, this personality has brought more damage and ruin to small business marketing efforts than any other. For this, the small inner voice that it says to the entrepreneur, I would never want to be marketed to that way, so I will not market that way. I'm going to say that again. This is what entrepreneurs say to themselves. I would never want to be marketed to that way, so therefore I will not market that way. Now, we're coming to you with solutions, with things that work, that need to be tested. And if you feel that it won't work for you, that doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't work for your market. Now, every agency that provides marketing as a service runs into this objection. So I ask you from here on out, please watch the whole video. And I ask you to please stay open-minded and watch this video all the way through. Because we're going to go over some things that are very important and marketing principles that could actually change your complete perspective on marketing as a whole. Now, there are a few marketing tools that you probably already have at your fingertips in your business right now that we're going to use to craft this campaign. So here's the list of the tools you'll need to gather. So print this, go ahead and take a snapshot of this, or you can download the list if you're in the membership site. If you're watching this video somewhere else, go ahead and take a snapshot of this. And of course, if you're at a live event, use your camera, take a picture now. So print this checklist here for future use to prepare your nurture to conversion marketing campaign. Now, it really doesn't matter what tools you use, but you're going to need to have a money magnet, benefits and advantages of your product and service. So what is the benefit of your product or service? What is the advantage of having your service? Kind of like having a drive-through at a restaurant. The benefit is you don't have to get out of the car. The advantage is you get through faster, right? We're going to want 3 to 4 testimonials. There's a specific way to write testimonials. I'm going to go over that later, but it has to do with your objections. That's part of these tools that you have. Follow up on an appointment. A lot of this can be automated with software out there now. When I wrote this, a lot of that software wasn't available or even invented yet. The confirmation emails that are for the follow-up and for confirming an appointment. Your small business secret is going to be something that is a bonus. And I'm going to go over this later, but it's going to be something that separates you from all the other small business. And it's usually the same thing everyone else has. And we'll go into that, but you're just going to say it differently. Okay, one of the things I think that are really important in marketing is accountability and time override emails. A lot of time when I'm trying to close a deal, people will say, you know, Sean, I really want to work with you, but I just don't have time. That's an objection. Everybody has time to grow their business. I just have not built enough value when I hear that, and they also need accountability. All of us need accountability, especially me. I have about more accountability partners than I can think of. Okay, so we'll do the final notice and the last chance emails. Those are all pretty much self-descriptive on how all those work. Okay, so let's go over every bullet point so we can describe and simplify everything for you. So we're going to go over all of those tools that you already have, but some of them you may not have. And this would be one of them, is the money magnet. Now, this will be something you provide for free to your prospects. It's based on the law of reciprocity. So it's a lot like, if I hold the door open for you, then you will most likely hold the door open for me as I walk through the same door. So the purpose of the money magnet is to get someone to give you their email address in return for, let's say, an ebook, a video series, or a coupon. But whatever it may be, it needs to build value and explain what your business is all about so that your prospect will come back for more. So I want you to think about the little pink spoon at Baskin Robbins. When you go into Baskin Robbins, they give you a little pink spoon and they say, out of these flavors, which one would you like to try? So you get this little pink spoon and they give you these little sections, little tastes of ice cream. And then you go, I'll take 5 gallons of that one. Now, if you're like me, I already know what I want to buy when I go in there, but I just want to taste all the other little ice creams. However, I might taste something that I was like, wow, I didn't know I wanted that. I'll take 5 gallons of this, which I knew already, and I'll also take 5 gallons of the other thing that I didn't know was so tasty, okay? So it can really help maximize your profits from just using simple little techniques like this. Now, the benefits and the advantages will be something that your company provides to your clients. For instance, we provide marketing campaigns, funnels, email and website copy, as well as a slew of other marketing tools and services. So the benefit of working with someone like Tea Leaf Marketing, like my company, would be the one-stop shop for digital marketing. We provide everything needed for your marketing needs. The benefit is you only need one point of contact for all of your marketing needs. The advantage is we are very well connected in our community, and we can provide you with more services outside of the digital realm. Now, if your prospect does not immediately respond to the influence of your money magnet, then you will need to provide some type of social proof to compel them to move forward. So testimonials are the most powerful way to persuade your prospects to take action. People love to talk about themselves. The problem is no one is really interested in what to say about you, okay? So, let me see how I'm going to put this. When I talk to a lot of people and I say, hey, would you give me a testimonial? They're saying, sure, Sean, I would love to give you a testimonial. I'll email you one soon, right? Now, they do care. They want to get a testimonial over to me, but I want them to get a powerful testimonial over to me. So what I usually do is I write up the testimonial and I say, hey, I'm going to use this testimonial on my website. Is it okay? They will usually rewrite it and send it back to me and say, no, do this. That's a little assertive, but if it's done the right way, you'll get the testimonial out of it. Now, before we go to the next step, we want to talk a little bit about crafting and devising the perfect testimonial. The reason I say that is when I do write this testimonial for people, there's certain things I put in there. And just a few tips. When writing a testimonial, place your most popular objection in the testimonial. Okay? You'll want to line that up with the objection override. So, for instance, if your testimonial, you might want it to say something like this. I was really reluctant to move forward with this particular technology because I've heard how complicated it is to use. But once I had my own personal coach walk me through the ease of use and the power behind its business building prowess, I was amazed, or something like that. One of the things I say is, I was really reluctant to hire Tea Leaf Marketing where I was really reluctant to work with Shone because I've worked with so many other marketing strategists before and never got anywhere because they were all social media marketers. But boy, am I glad that I worked with Shone because he goes way beyond social media. He goes into the depths of the website, into the back end of the website, and he really showed me how to market to my target market without even capturing an email or doing anything specific. He showed me that all the tools could be built and used, and all I had to do was push a button and I would make $100,000. It's kind of a little joke right there. I just posted that on Facebook. Okay, so have you ever set an appointment with someone and felt the worry and anxiety and fear anticipating the last few moments before the appointment took place? I mean, right before the prospect shows up. I remember when I first started out and I'd set appointments with people, I'd sit there and wait, and I'd sit there and wait, and then the phone would ring. Oh, I'd be so happy that they showed up. Now they show up all the time because, you know, it's really business. But I remember just sitting and people would stand me up all the time. And I actually went to start charging for my appointments. And then one guy said, so wait a minute, Shone, you want to charge me to sell me something? And I was like, well, yeah, just show up to the appointment. And he did. And I closed him and he's very happy with me all these years later. So we've all been there, and the frustration and irritation that follows all of this can sometimes just ruin your whole day. So we don't really want to go down that route, okay? And there is a solution. The best way to solve this issue is, again, with automation. Now, with the right technology, you'll be able to send an email or a text 2 days before the set appointment, the night before, or the morning of. So what I usually do is, hey, our appointment is in a couple days. Then I send another email at night around dinner time saying, hey, remember we have an appointment tomorrow. And then I send another email in the morning saying, hey, remember we have an appointment coming up very shortly. And I know this sounds like overkill, but just remember your little inner consumer. This is the one that would never want to get reminders like this, but this has been proven to work in thousands of businesses. So again, your inner consumer will say, I would never want to get reminders like that, therefore I'll never do it. Just for me to go offline for a second, I was chatting with a girl through text, and she wanted me to do some marketing for her. And so I sent her a text and I said, hey, just set an appointment with me right here. And I sent her my link to my automated site, which, you know, she just chooses the date and the day, and she clicks on it, and it will send the follow-up emails and plus set up a webinar to where we could meet online. And she said, oh, no, I don't use those things. Those are only for arrogant people that think they're really important and need to have automatic scheduling. She goes, why don't we just email back and forth until we find a time? Well, I didn't want to work with someone like that, A, because I would deal with real businesses that really respect my time and I respect theirs, and B, we were already starting off on a bad foot. So remember that your inner consumer will say something like, oh no, automated follow-up, I would never use that. People that use that, I would never work with them. You know what? And she lost out and I lost out, but we're still friends, so it's all good. Okay, so the follow-up is not only the advantageous part in setting an appointment, but with making the sale. So we'll go over more of that later on in this video, but just remember, following up and making sure that you're in front of the people, it really brands you. Now, your small business special ingredient is your secret weapon that separates you from everyone else. Now, it'll be something you provide that no one else provides. Now, I'm sure if you sell shoes, you're like, what do I provide that no one else provides? I sell shoes. And of course, the answer is it's you, right? So it's usually something that everyone else provides, like I said. But what you can do with this secret weapon is you name it differently. So I want you to think of Ben & Jerry's Chunky Monkey or Cherry Lopez ice cream. They sell ice cream, okay? But come on, who doesn't want to taste something that's called Chunky Monkey? That just sounds great. Cherry Lopez, If you're a deadhead, you're in, right? You're in, like Flynn, just because of the name. Okay? So the same thing will be, it will be the same thing. However, it will have a little twist on it and be a little different. Kind of like when my mom gets the ingredients from my aunt on how to make a tasty soup, and then my mom puts her little spin on it, right? I won't say whether I ate it or not. Okay. So the secret sauce will be one of the major influencers to get your prospects to move forward. Now, if this particular mode of operandi doesn't work, we have a couple more tools that can sway your prospects into active clients. This is just one way to go about it. Now, there are two major objections in all of sales and marketing. One is prospects cannot be accountable, and the other one is their needs, okay? They don't have the time to overcome their problems. So the accountability, we got to override that, and the time. So 90% of the people that read my content or watch my videos would like to lose 5 pounds. Now, here's the deal. I'm in marketing. I'm not a weight loss coach. If you saw me, you'd know that that's the truth. However, most people listening to my voice right now or reading my content on the internet would like to lose 5 pounds. That's just how it is. 98% of the people in America would like to lose 5 pounds. It's just a fact of life. And when I ask someone why they haven't lost the said 5 pounds, the answer usually falls under 2 categories, okay? And that's going to be, you got it, accountability and time. Now, they either don't have the time or they don't have to be accountable to their actions. So to send an email that confronts these 2 objections in order to get someone into forward motion, these specifically targeted emails must be crafted masterfully in order to generate the fruitful result. So we already have these written out. You can find them on the internet. Just Google it. You can find some stuff and write your own, but we actually provide it as well. These last 2 emails are what I like to call the last gasp. This is seemingly futile, but it does get someone to move forward. And as dreary as it may seem, these emails sometimes work. What appears to be pointless and ineffective can actually be the spark to trip the light fantastic. Now, the reason I say that is it's a swing movement, and I love saying that. But what we want to do is get them in the dance, get them into the conversation. And sometimes when you say it's the last chance, then you're good to go. Now, if they don't bite and if they don't set the appointment or if they don't come on board with you, all we have left is long-term nurture. And this campaign is usually an email that goes out every 27 to 29 days, 12 emails a year that keep you in front of your prospects. Something to let you, stay top of mind. So when I say baby shampoo, you think of one company, yeah, right? So you can find campaigns like this in the marketplace with Infusionsoft or have someone build one for you. Okay, they're really basically pretty simple. You just got to write 12 letters that will get you in front of people once a month. Just make sure that every email has a call to action in it and that it builds value to your brand. Okay? Again, this is Sean Snowday with Sean Snowday Presents. I'm here to make a powerful difference in your life and your business so you can be with the people you love, sleep at night, and have peace of mind.